What is going on, guys? This is your Basixc with Basixc here, and hopefully the audio is 100% better than it has been. I just got my pop filter on Wednesday. This is now Saturday. Yeah, talk about the lack of videos coming, right? But in this video, as in today's video, I am going to teach you guys how to make a very simple yet efficient thumbnail. Now, the only reason that I couldn't upload yesterday or the day before is because I was resetting my whole entire laptop. I factory reset it to the default, so I had to go back and re-download everything, remember what I downloaded, get all the software updated, all the mushy stuff. But in this video, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make simple thumbnails. As on the screen, I'm on my YouTube channel, and basically what a thumbnail is, it shows you guys is what the video is going to be about, or what what you're going to be looking at, basically. And basically, for the type of thumbnails I do is from looking at multiple designers throughout the community and just taking what they do and kind of reverting it to myself, while also using my own jurisdiction on doing certain things. And as you guys can tell through the thumbnails, I use a lot of strokes. It's usually white text most of the time. They're kind of simple. Honestly, I could do better depending on what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, but the main things for like a really advanced thumbnail would be like a bunch of stocks, a bunch of gradients, a bunch of color corrections here and there. But I really don't use stocks for color corrections, which I do now, but I didn't use them. And as you can tell, some thumbnails are professional looking, some are kind of just thrown out there. I made them the day of the video, and I kind of ran out of time, which is another video that I'm going to teach you guys how to like maintain your time and do different things like that. Now, if you guys can hear any access noise in the background, I do apologize. Hopefully the pop filter simulates a bunch of this stuff, and hopefully we can get on with the tutorial. Now we're going to go back to Photoshop, and pretty much you want to start with a new document. Go to File, New, go to 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720, depending on how big you want it to be. They both, I'm pretty sure, scale down to the same size on YouTube. But if you guys watched my last tutorial video, they had all the dimensions on there, so if you didn't hear me correctly, or you're still not sure about what I said, then go back and watch that video and it should be there. But yeah, for mainstream thumbnails or for a basic thumbnail, all you really need is a screenshot, lower the opacity, and then add a stroke and the text, and that's really all that is needed. Now, right now, I don't have my Elgato plugged in, so I'm going to go to Google Images and type in Black Ops 3 gameplay. And the reason that I'm doing Black Ops 3 gameplay is because we need to see, well, it's not that we need to see, I thought we were making an overlay for it. We just need to find a 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080 gameplay picture or whatever. I've used this picture for something else, but it's never been published, and therefore I'm going to use this one. And hopefully, it takes a long time to load, but again, to save your what do you call it? What is it called? To save there we go. To save space or memory. I don't know why that was such a exaggerated statement, but to save space on your computer, just right click and go to copy image instead of saving it to like your desktop or whatever, because you have to delete it later because it takes a lot of space. But sometimes it doesn't always work like that, so you gotta go to view image and right click save, or just right click and copy image again, and then you go with that. Then you go in Photoshop, edit and paste, and then you have that, or you can do Control V. Then it just works so much primarily and assertive, which made no sense, but whatever. From now, you can do two things to start everything off with. You can start and just leave this like normal, as in you can just leave the color on here and just lower the opacity about 20 or so, and so you have this right here. Or if you want to have a little bit of a blend effect of not as pop as much, but it's still as clean, is to go to your hue and saturation. You go down here to your this half bubble that's filled in halfway. Hold on 1 second. You do this, and then you go to your hue and saturation, and then you go to your saturation and take it all the way to the left, which makes it black and white. Which I watched a tutorial and they said that this is a better way to have it than going to image adjustments and then black and white, which is down here. So that's just something to note. And now that you have this done, you have this on 20. You can either go down just a little bit more to maybe 15. It doesn't really matter, whatever your personal preference is, how much you want to show, how much you don't want to show. Now for this part only, I don't have that many texts because of the fact that I reset my computer, so I lost all of them. I have to go re-download all of them. So you're just gonna go to your text, or I think it's just T for text, I don't really know. And then you just go about middle of your screen. I use my cap locks just to have everything, you know, bolded and, you know, capitalized, not bolded, capitalized. There we go. And we're just gonna type in thumbnail tutorial as always. I'm gonna use Geometis Rounded. I think that's what it's called, because this is like the best text I have right now. I downloaded last night. And we're just gonna do thumbnail, and then we're just gonna do Control J to duplicate it. Go to your move tool, drag it down, hold shift, and it drags it up and down without having to go like this. It just stays. Well, all of this right here, I don't know what that is, but if you just click it, hold shift, and then go up and down, it doesn't do it. Even if you go left and right, it doesn't move. It just goes up and down. And so you can just make it right there, and then you can just edit this and go to tutorial. And then from there, you're basically done with your text. But this right here, you can just go over to your character, and I think it's to your window, and then you go to character right here to get this add-on if you don't have it. And then you just click on this, and then right here where it has VA, that's like bolded, kind of like a little rectangle. It should be at 0 for default. All you want to do is just use your scroll bar on your mouse and just go up, and then it'll just spread it out for you. You can do this, or if you want to have it directly aligned, you can do Control R to get your rulers, and you can just drag them down. They will lock in place for you, so don't worry about that. And for this, you just bring another one, and come to the side of the top text, and this should resemble the bottom one. And for this one, all you have to do is do Control T for the text. Go to a corner, hold shift, and then drag it down to where you think it might connect to. Then you drag this one over. If it won't let you actually go through it, like it's not letting me right here, then just hold Control into it, and it'll let you move it wherever you want to the slightest pixel, I think it is. And then go back to this, do Control T, and then you just drag it up. So now that you're done with that, everything's aligned. Do Control H to hide everything, and from this on, you just double click this, and then you just change color. I'm gonna make it red, just because red pops like that. But actually, I think I'm going to change the text. I'm actually gonna do long shot, which is very popular text. And even though I don't really care for long shot like that, I'm just gonna use it. We're gonna go back to Control H again, and just center this. We'll align it to the left side. Do Control T again. Drag this to it aligns as well, and that should be perfect or near perfect. Don't know yet. You can just check it up there, or you can just click off, and then it works. So now you just do shift and then down arrow to drag it down, or you do what I showed you earlier. And in a way, this is kind of backwards. This bigger text could be up top or at the bottom. It does not matter. And so if you're asking yourself, well, this doesn't, it looks plain, which this is a very simple tutorial. And so for this, all you want to do is go to your new layer down here, or you can go to layer, new, and then layer again. Shift Control N is how to make a new layer. And you just go to, like, I think it's like a folded piece of paper almost, and it goes, and that's how you create a new layer. And so now on, you go over here to your brush tool, which may be just B, which it is. You click that. You hold Alt, right click on your mouse, and then drag it to the right to make it bigger, or drag it to the left to make it smaller. And then for this, you want to go all the way up and make a hardness of 0, or you go up to the drop down window, and then click on this brush, and then have it on 0. If you click on this brush, have it at 100. So keep it on 0, please. And for this, you just again make it as big as you want. You want to do Control and minus, or just do the scroll bar on your mouse, which I use, and just drag it down. Go up to the top of this, make sure your color is on 1, and just click about at the middle of it, or middle of where you think the document is, and go up and just click on it. And then you have your little light source there, and so now you have like a little light source. You can keep it at 100, or you can drop it down maybe a little bit. I usually keep mine at about 80. And you're kind of done with that. Now next thing is you can add maybe a contour color or a red color, which it contours or goes along with the actual text that is being brought out. And for this, you want to just do Alt and then minus again to zoom out. Then you can just make this a little smaller. Then you can either, there's like a million different things you can do. You can either make like a big one like this. If you just click, drop this down below all the text, then you have something like this, and you can just lower it down just a little bit, and then you have something like this. And now another one you can do is make a new layer above the hue and saturation, and you can click like on the bottom left or in top right. Then you have something like this as well. And then for another one, which sometimes I use this one, is make sure you see how big a brush is, and then zoom out a little bit, click one time, see where it's going to be, hold shift and just drag it all the way across, and then you have this. But I would never leave this, so I would put this on screen, which lowers it down a little bit, or you can leave it on normal, whichever one you prefer. Take opacity and just drop it down, kind of like around 20, and it kind of like overlays a little bit. It's not too strong. And when you do like this, you can actually do another layer. Then you can you know, minus out again, go back to this, and make this a little bit big, go to the bottom, and then make just a little subtle point at the middle of it. And then there's yet another clean thumbnail. And as far as if you want to get really technical with it, you can take text and then hit Control and click another text, then do Control T, and then you can right click it, and then you can make it rotate, and you can basically like rotate it like this, and then you can move it up to the corner if you want to. Then you have it all the way up there. You can leave it like that, or don't do that. You can do this. You can just wait 1 second. Why did it do that? Okay, and you can just drop it down right here, over here, or anything like that. Alright, we're at 16 minutes. And the last thing that you can do is do Control Alt Z, and then do Control T again, make it really small. Wrong layer. Go back to the text, and then you can Control T. And this is only for certain thumbnails you might want to have at the bottom of it or at the top maybe. You know, just experiment with what you want to do, but you can leave it in the middle. You can do this and put like a logo or something up here, say like the Phase logo, the Avise logo, whatever you want. So those are like variants of the type of logos you can do. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And make sure you guys keep it basic as always, and I'll see you guys for the next tutorial or the next video. This has been your Basixc, and I'll see you guys later.